rebirth in any of the six realms of confusion, and instead to be born at the very least in the pure land of Amitabha, or in the pure land of Avalokiteshvara, or if not, actually achieving Buddhahood instead. So in particular, we are doing this practice and dedicating this practice for Christina, one of our Urban Dharma Sangha members that passed away just a few hours before. So for those of you who know her, met her and practice with her, in particular, you can now, as we do the visualization, also visualize her as Chenrezig, and then surrounding her, emanating from her, also another six Chenrezig that will block, purify the six realms of confused existence, and so that through the power of this purification, she will be reborn in the Odala pure land of Avalokiteshvara, or the Sukhavati pure land of Amitabha. To you, three jewels and three roots, all you sources of refuge, I go for refuge. To establish all wandering beings as Buddhas, I give rise to supreme bodhicitta. To you, three jewels and three roots, all your sources of refuge, I go for refuge. To establish all wandering beings, so I give rise to supreme bodhicitta. To you, three jewels and the three roots, all you sources of refuge, I go for refuge. To establish all wandering beings as Buddhas, I give rise to supreme bodhicitta. To the three jewels I go for refuge, I confess each misdeed and non-virtue, and rejoice in the virtue of wandering beings. I will also be mindful of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in the Buddha Dharma and Supreme Assembly. I go for refuge until Bodhi is reached. To fully accomplish the benefit of both self and other, I generate the Bodhi mind. Having generated Supreme Bodhi mind, I will serve all sentient beings and delightfully engage in the supreme deeds of Bodhisattvas for the benefit of wandering beings. May I accomplish Buddhahood. I am the great compassionate one, white in color, with one face and four arms, with palms together, and holding mala and lotus, legs crossed, adorned with jewels and seals, seated on the lotus and moon. Om Mani Padme Hum. Visualize white-colored Lord of the world of the God realm, with one face, four arms, palms together, holding a veena and a lotus, seated cross-legged on the moon. Om Swaha. So this Avalokiteshvara or Chenrezig that appears in the God realm is in this, sitting in front of you, facing you. Then next at the 12 o'clock point, then at the 4 o'clock point, then at the 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. Visualize green-colored Lord of the world of the demigod realm, with one face, four arms, palms together, holding sword and armor and a lotus, seated cross-legged on a moon. Om Swaha. Visualize multicolored Lord of the world of the human race. All arms, palms together, holding on a lotus, seated cross-legged on a moon. Om Nir Swaha. Visualize small colored Lord of the world of the animal realm with one face, four arms, palms together, holding a scripture and a lotus, seated cross-legged on a moon. Om Tada Swaha. Visualize red colored Lord of the world of the Preta realm with one face, four arms, palms together, holding a chest box and a lotus, seated cross-legged on a moon. Om Swaha. Visualize black colored Lord of the world of the hell realm with one face, four arms, palms together, holding fire and water and a lotus, seated cross-legged on a moon. Om Hong Soham. In the heart center of the principal deity, among the seven great compassionate ones, is a Hri on a moon seat, surrounded by the six syllables. In the heart center of the surrounding six are their respective seed syllables, such as Om and so forth, and also surrounded by the six syllables. Om mane bime hum, 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 om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime. Om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime. Mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime hum, om mane bime. Om mane bime hum, om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum. In the realm of the great compassionate one, where good and bad are non-dual appearances, are without true existence, existing only in the manner of illusions within a state that is naturally pristine and without fixations, is the boundless and pristine realm where attachment and aversion is self-liberated. To your realm, great compassionate one, I praise and pay homage. Om Ahong Hri Om Mani Padme Hum. Create the indivisibility of appearance and emptiness, the exalted body of the great compassionate one. This empty nature of appearances is like the reflections of the water on the moon on water. Within this great ocean of the empty nature of appearances is the boundless and pristine exalted body of self liberated empty appearances. To your exalted body, great compassionate one, I praise and pay homage. Om Ahong Hri Om Mani Padme Hum. Shri, the indivisibility of sound and emptiness, the exalted voice of the great compassionate one. This empty nature of sounds is like the sound of echoes within this great ocean of the empty nature of sounds. Is the boundless and pristine exalted voice of self-liberated empty sounds. To your exalted voice, great compassionate one, I praise and pay homage. Om Ahong Hri Om Mani Padme Hum. Free the indivisibility of clarity and emptiness, the exalted mind of the great compassionate one. This empty nature of clarity is like the color of rainbows within this great ocean of the empty nature of clarity. Is the boundless and pristine exalted mind of self-liberated empty clarity. To your exalted mind, great compassionate one, I praise and pay homage. Om Ahong Hri Om Mani Padme Hum. Free, the molten lava ground is the realm of the great compassionate one. Double-headed Ava is the exalted form of the great compassionate one. Kill, kill, strike, strike are just the sounds of the 6 syllables. Arrows, spears, and swords are the various offering materials in the boundless and pristine expanse where happiness and suffering are self-liberated. To you, the great compassionate one of existence and appearances, I praise and pay homage. Om Ahong Hri Om Mani Padme Hum. I dedicate this merit to all my old mother, sentient beings of the six realms. By this merit may I achieve the all-knowing state. May all who wander on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara by defeating enemies of faults and delusions. Through this accumulation of precious merit dedicated to all wandering beings, may they never be separated from the sublime Dharma by myself and others, perfectly realizing the two benefits. May the melodious beat of the Dharma drum beautify this world. May the spread of the Buddha's doctrine ever increase. May sentient beings be blissful and happy. May they practice the Dharma through the day and night. May the two benefits of self and others be spontaneously accomplished. In all lifetimes, may I never be separated from the perfect Gurus, but enjoy the richness of the glorious Dharma, having thoroughly perfected the exalted qualities of the grounds and paths. May I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. So for those of you especially who have the regular practice of Sur, so this is also a very good time to dedicate the Sura offerings, to make these Sura offerings to Christina. So it is said that when we initially transition from this life into the Bardo, our habits are still very much related to the habits and the memories of this lifetime that we just left. So the experience of thirst and hunger continues to occur, even though we don't have a physical body anymore. But this is the power of habitual conditioning. So then during this time, it is said that the only way in which we can be satisfied, nourished, is through smelling the food that is being offered. And so this burnt offering, creating the aroma of food, is also called sur. This is what is offered. So sometimes families would even do this like 3 times a day for the first few weeks during the mealtime. In this case, actually, right now, probably reappearing in the bardo with a body has not occurred yet, but very soon that will be occurring.